Yo, 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 okay. Yo, 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 yo. Hope you guys can hear me. I don't know what's going on with my mic right now, but this particular video is going to be used for fair use copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Let's get to it.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Cause if I'm choosing to forget it, why can't they just mind their business? Cause I'm stuck. Stuck like glue. Cause I can't stop loving you.
I just want to live my life and count this money up. I do. Calculate my steps too much to be a runner-up. I do. In business deals and search of meals, don't need no foes. Go. Throw it all away for bum niggas, I suppose. Nah. I'm too smart for all the booby traps. I pull the strap, a nigga dead or I be on fitted couch. I will. Won't let them trick me off the streets. Niggas think this shit is sweet. Fuck up your teeth like trick or treat. You waiting for the bus while I'm in sports mode. Let's go. Can't be a real man bragging about your clothes. Nah. I hit up the mall, bust that shit down. I'm swimming with the sharks while you out here letting your kids down. Damn. Then I'm back out on the interstate. Let's go. Leather seats, butt warmers, man. Life's great.
Messed around, but I forgave you. Why do they still want me to hate you? Cause if I'm choosing to forget it, why can't they just mind their business? Cause I'm stuck like glue. Cause I can't stop loving you.
Yo, 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 what up, Mutt? What up, Carla? What up to the people in the bushes, man? All right, check this out. So I did a video earlier, probably about a month ago, and it was in reference to Mr. Latruth and his wife, Brianna, which is Mrs. Latruth. So I found this video, and this is actually a video of them trying to hash it out on live and talk about it. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys real quick. So let's take a look at some of it.
Okay, here comes the hard question. You ready? Okay. So I am in the process of doing research, and I'm writing a book. And the title of my book is going to be The Hood is Narcissistic. The hood is narcissistic. In order to survive in the hood, or in a certain environment, you have to learn how to move and shake and hustle. And I have hustlers in my family. And within that environment, learning how to survive, we do pick up toxic traits. Right? Just learning how to maneuver through, whether it's the neighborhood, whether it's this, and I don't know about the music industry, but I've heard things. And I know a lot of people are calling you the N-word. I know they are. I've seen it. I've heard it.
I know it's not true, but I've definitely...
The N-word. So the N-word she's referring to is a narcissist. And y'all understand more as the video goes on.
And I know where it came from.
Tell me where it came from. Tell me how you feel.
N-word as in like nigga?
Oh,
What
no.
is
N-word as in narcissist.
Narcissist.
We're talking about
Narcissist. Oh,
Listen,
that N-word.
Some people out there that's probably saying that nigga is a narcissist.
Yeah, they definitely saying narcissist, and it didn't come from me. I've been popular on social media for many years. The narcissist word came out after the incident happened. Brianna actually did a video dancing to a TikTok that went super viral, and this is before the incident happened. And she said,
Again, you guys, new people coming in. This is Mr. Latruth. This is his wife, Brianna. They call her Mrs. Latruth. And basically, this is them trying to hash out the differences that they got. I don't know if you remember, I shared a few videos with y'all earlier, I think maybe a month ago, like I said earlier, of them going back and forth and, kind of bashing each other about what happened in their relationship. So I don't know if you remember this young lady, Charmaine, who's in the middle with her husband. I think his name is Neek or whatever. She was on a show, what was it called? The tattoo joint. I forgot what, Black Ink. I think she was Black Ink Chicago. So they have a little podcast. Y'all go sub up to the channel. I'll make sure I put their stuff in the description. This is under fair use as well. But basically, they're coming together with the counselor, trying to hash out a few problems in their marriage. So let's get into it.
Said surviving a narcissist, and she was dancing. So they automatically, anything that she posts, they think is talking about me. If I make a post, they think I'm talking about her, even if I'm not. So
now that the elephant is, now that the elephant is in the room, let's get it out. Brianna is on the line. She can hear you. Brianna's on the line. We have Brianna come in along with Amina, the therapist, because obviously this is a family dynamic and we want to handle this as such. So I'm going to introduce Brianna to this chat that we have going on with Latruth here. Amina, this is Brianna. And Amina is really taking control of this aspect of the situation. Brianna, we've already interviewed you. We've interviewed Latruth. So now Amina is doing her professional work in y'all's relationship right now. So go ahead, Amina. And before, I'm sorry, Amina, Brianna, is there anything that you want to say before Amina gets back into the groove?
Can I? Because I want to do a check-in with Brianna because I see you shaking.
Okay.
I see something going on in your body, and so I want to do a check-in.
I've been watching this interview with him, and a lot of things that he has said has been nothing but lies, and it's a trigger for me.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this right here for a second. All right, so I do know that if two people are together and y'all are seeking counsel from a third party or fourth party or however it goes, the worst thing you can do is start blaming each other for stuff that happened. You know what I mean? Clearly, both parties were at fault for things that happened in the relationship. So the worst thing, again, you could do is start just off the rip blaming each other for what happened. But y'all gonna see how this goes.
Because we have had personal conversations where this man has admitted to certain things to me. And I understand you not wanting to admit it to social media to protect your image. But at some point in time, the same man that you give me off camera with humility and accountability is the same man that I want to see. And you're not doing that. This whole interview, even the baby situation, you blame that all on me, and that's a lie. And there's certain things that I have not said out there out of respect of stuff going even further. I even made an apology to stop this thing from going. So watching this and watching this man say all these things about me and things that are not true truly hurts me. And I just really want to get to a point where we can really co-parent for our daughter, because right now, every time we talk, the conversation goes left. And a bit of this shaking is a bit of anxiety. So, excuse me for that, but it's just a lot for a man that I love for 6 years to sit here and watch how his story played out. Not even just the abuse, but you not taking accountability for nothing. Even the baby situation, like nothing. There's no accountability nowhere. If you listen to this whole interview, it's I'm perfect. I didn't do nothing. She's mad at me over this. It's me, Brianna, the whole 6 years. And at some point, we both have to take accountability for our failed marriage. It is not just me. It is both of us. We both played a part. And that's all I got to say, really.
So did I tell you that you probably shouldn't post that, the baby thing? I didn't say that?
You came to me and said that this would help your music career. We both called our manager, Sean, and Sean gave us the red light to not do it. And you said, go ahead and do it. So I did it. I posted it. That's when you went to the studio to do the diss record. But then you said you wanted to protect our family. And you even denied that, which did not make sense. You said the kids go to school. You know, I don't want you be out there going to the mall and stuff by yourself. I'm trying to protect the family. And you even denied that and said that was a lie.
Didn't put the dicks out because when I found out it was Photoshop. No, when I found out it was Photoshop, that's why I didn't put it out. I'm a man.
All right, so clearly they're referring to the baby. That's from Carolina. I guess it was a photoshopped picture of his wife and him. And it seems like Latruth tried to capitalize off that initially. And like, hey, go on and leak it, put it out or whatever. But clearly it was a bad idea because it was a Photoshop. I guess it was trying to, they both were trying to beef their career up, but it's weird.
The baby is crazy. You done seen him shoot people.
No, I've never seen him
my life and the kids' life.
I've never seen him shoot.
Either way, I'm trying to figure out how to make that common ground.
Can I just interrupt? I know emotions are high. I know. I hear you say that he doesn't take accountability for anything. Mm-hmm. In this moment right here, because this could be a chance. If the divorce is going to happen, it's going to happen. But in this moment, in front of the world, here is a chance, Mr. Latruth, Miss Brianna, for you both to take accountability. So now social media can't say, he don't take accountability, she don't take accountability. I need you to ask your soon-to-be ex-husband, what is it that he takes accountability for? Can you ask them that? Take your time. Okay.
All right, now when y'all hear my man Latruth speak on what he's about to take accountability for, after I saw this, I was like, wow. Again, if you're gonna talk to somebody, make sure that you're gonna be honest. Make sure you're gonna be truthful, and just put it all out on the table. Now, me seeing Brianna cry, that don't mean that I believe what she's saying, but she does show emotion, at least. And you can tell that, she's feeling some type of way. So when we hear what he has to say, and then we hear what she has to say, then y'all tell me who you think is more truthful in this situation.
On that, even throughout this was, I explained all of those things. So a lot of those things could be even more from insecurities, not just from the past, but just knowing how I used to move around and me being trans, just telling her the truth. I wanted the honest truth out there because I just believe in being truthful. And if I see something serious going to happen in this relationship, she's becoming my wife and all that, I just explained everything. So everything that I did, even with going to work, I would FaceTime her. Every meeting that I had, I would FaceTime her. She see when I pull up. She knew exactly where I was going to be at. And it finally became a point where she said, you don't have to keep doing that. I trust you. I said, you sure you're good? She was like, yeah, you don't have to keep FaceTiming me, showing me everything that you're doing because I trust you. So I stopped doing that. And then, after that, more of the insecurities came back. I wanted to go through the phones and stuff like that. So I apologize. I spoiled her. I allowed her to go through my phone, even though I didn't want her to. I left the password available where she could go into it.
All right. So this lady clearly asked him to take some responsibility or accountability for what you did in this relationship. Now, I'm not hearing no accountability. You know what I mean? I'm hearing him putting it all on her of how she messed up and she didn't do it right and she didn't do this and she didn't do that. And come on now. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you know where you fucking up at. You know where you have fucked up at. And you know what you did wrong. So, bottom line is, I don't hear him taking no type of accountability in this situation. And that's typically the approach of a narcissist. You know what I mean? They take no accountability, and it's everybody else's fault but theirs.
Even though I told her just stop going through it, and she went through my phone. She said she went through my phone every night of our marriage. She told me this yesterday. I didn't even know it was every night, but my thing is why do you have to do that?
Can I take this moment and show my husband what accountability is, please? Can I please take this moment and show my husband what accountability is? Accountability for me in this marriage. 1, I apologize for disrespecting you, for calling you out your name when you throw low shots at me. I apologize for not being woman enough because I wanted to walk away and not keep an argument going when our kids is banging at the door wondering what's going on. I apologize for not standing in the heat of the moment, trying to battle with you and go back and forth because it always so physical. I apologize for bringing our stuff to social media, and I wish I would have never said nothing, but I wanted it to end. I apologize for saying all the stuff that I ever said about you on the internet and bringing truth to the internet about you. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for standing in my truth. But I do apologize for continuing to drag this out on social media and to continue to bash and humiliate you.
Okay, here's the thing. Listen, man, if you got an issue with your mate, your lover, your friend, your partner, don't bring that shit to social media. Please. Worst thing you could do. I think we've seen that in this community happen already. One of the worst things you could do is bring your relationship to social media. Nobody's going to be there for you. Everybody wants to see, I'm going to say everybody, but the majority of people want to see the drama. They want to see it, goddamn, collide into each other. So, listen, if you out there and you got something going on with your mate, don't bring that shit to social media, please. Seek counsel, seek, professional help, but don't bring that shit to social media.
I apologize for that. And that's it.
Apologize for saying that stuff is abuse when it's not. I've never abused you.
You dragging me across the floor is abuse.
I never dragged you across.
Just because you did not leave bruises does not mean that you did not abuse me. The reason why I didn't go to jail when the police came is because I did not have bruises. You dragged me across the floor. I screamed and called for my kids, even my stepdaughter said that on video. when they were banging at the door. I came outside. I'm always a runner. I don't like to argue. I don't like to keep going back and forth because it gets worse with you. If I don't understand when you say, oh, she you don't comprehend, you don't understand what I'm saying, you get louder and louder and louder, and I understand that no matter how many times you say the same sentence, yelling at me is the difference between talking to me.
All right, so from what I see two people not hearing. They're both talking to talk. They're not talking to listen. Neither one of them is really listening to each other. Clearly, they've had conversations before this situation, so it's like they just regurgitate the same stuff back and forth. Each one of them want to be heard, but neither one of them really want to listen. Now, I'm looking at Latruth's body language and mannerisms. I mean, he's sitting back cool and calm, showing no emotions. Brianna's showing all the emotions in the world, but again, at the same time, neither one of them are interested in hearing the other. And if you could look to the right, you see the host of the show and you see the counselor. They're both looking confused, like, wow. You know what I mean? And it's like, once you just let them go, you can tell that this relationship really is over. You know, it's over. It's a done deal. Because it don't seem like they can come to any resolve just on the smallest level. And they have a child that's involved, so.
To me and talking at me, it's a difference.
That does not mean.
So my experience of you was abuse, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I said you never broke a finger. I said you never broke anything on me. That's what I said. I said this is the first time you ever broke something on me. I never said you never abused me. I never said that. I said that you did not give me black eyes. I said that you did not leave bruises on me. I said you did not leave me black and blue. Again, trying to protect your image. But I never said that you never abused me, Robert. I never said that.
Well,
this is the first time it went to this extent.
Well, I'm telling you, I've never abused you, and I'm telling you, you verbally abused me.
And that's fine.
You mentally.
So my question is, all right, now somebody clearly lying in this situation. So you got those two, and then you got God, who's a witness. If she's saying you abused me, he's saying I never did. Somebody is clearly lying. And can y'all spot the liar? I think I can, but somebody's clearly lying in this case.
That's your experience.
No, that's the truth.
Okay.
So
That's the truth.
So can I interrupt? And here we have it. We have two different people from two different experiences as far as childhood is concerned. And even in this moment, or I guess it happened 3 months ago, both of your experiences are different. Mm-hmm. I heard Mr. Hampton say the truth. And I heard you say that you don't like when people say my truth. But everyone is entitled to their truth. Whether you agree with it or not, it's hers to have. And just like yours is yours to have. And the truth, here I go with the word, but the truth of the matter is, it was y'all two in that house. Mm-hmm. It was God, the Most High. I don't know if the kids were in there. Your father, I think I heard the father was in there.
Yeah, the kids.
And you two. So I don't think this space that we're in now is going to resolve it. Let me tell you what I see. I see two hurt children that tried to come together and love each other through their trauma, through grief, through death, through molestation, through hurt, through fear. And it lasted as long as it could. I could not imagine going through a divorce in front of social media. The backslash from the people who trust Mr. Hampton, the backslash from the people who trust Miss Hampton. So, and I don't want to keep you guys, we've been on this long enough, but let me end it here. There's a child involved.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I talk about. That's all I talk about. Make it right for the kids. They shouldn't have to see none of this stuff.
You don't have to answer it here, but I do challenge you both to really dig deep inside of you, because you both know, as children. We're all children. We're just adult children. How it feels, Mr. Robert, not to have a mother. Not to have your father around as much as you may have needed him to. And Miss Hampton, you lost your mother, later in life, but you still know how it feels not to have a mother. And so if we can just pause and consider the baby, not the baby, the rapper, the little baby Hampton, and really ask yourself, what can I fall back on in order to be the father to my daughter, the mother to my daughter, in order to give her the best me that I can be. Healing has to happen. Conversation is going to have to happen with each other. And it can't be this. This isn't going to get you anywhere.
Brianna, I see you're having a really hard time right now.
Yeah.
It's like you're barely hanging on.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about no image or nothing. I'm only worried about my kids.
Okay, right there. All right, so clearly the lady about to break down. Like, she don't look like she's fake. She really about to break down. And I'm like, damn, I was expecting the truth to be like, damn, baby, yeah, I fucked up. Or, yeah, that was bad. You know what I'm saying? We could work this out. Or, don't cry. Or, you know what I'm saying? This man said, clearly, I ain't worried about no image. I'm just worried about my kids. I'm like, so it's like you can kind of put two and two together when you just sit back and watch stuff. I mean, bro ain't got no emotions. You know what I'm saying? If it's over, it's over. I get that. But then at the same time, I mean, that is still his wife until they get the divorce. You know what I mean?
Is there anything, Mr. Is there anything, Mr.
I'm gonna mute you for a second.
Okay.
Let Brianna express herself because it is hard for her, but I want to give her a chance to be able to speak.
I loved him. I still love him.
Oh.
This is my experience. This is what I went through. To continue to be like, that didn't happen to me. That didn't happen to you. To shut off my feelings. To even still to this day try to have civilized conversations with him because of my daughter. I want her to have her love. I don't want her to have a split home. I want to do whatever it takes for us to be able to be civil. If he don't want to acknowledge what happened to me, that is fine. That is okay. It's fine. That's my experience. That's my healing journey, and that's what I'm focused on. But we have to get it together more and more. Because I'm so broken, and I don't want my daughter to be broken. I just want the best for her. And Robert, I told you this time and time again, this internet beef, your family, everything needs to stop. It needs to cease. I don't want to talk about you no more. You shouldn't want to talk about me. Your family shouldn't want to talk about me. Nobody should be talking about each other no more. I'm done with it. I wash my hands with it. I wish you nothing but the best. And I want you to have success. But I really want us to be able to get on the page, to be able to co-parent for our child, because the same way they see it and us go back and forth is every time it comes to a moral. Every time it comes to a moral, we're arguing. And then when you did your interview earlier, and I heard you say, "Oh, woman, she's a lie. Why about this?" But just yesterday, when you came to get the rest of your stuff out of my house from me moving, you was trying to kiss me. So if I'm such this liar and this horrible person, who does that? I just want it to be done. I just want this to be done. I just want this to be over with. And I just want to talk to you about our child, and that's through text messages and nothing else. I just want to be done at this point. I need counseling. My kids need counseling, and I feel like the more she get older, that's a part of her process too, so that we can all be in the healing journey together.
Now, I just want to say pride is a motherfucker, boy. Pride is a motherfucker, man. Pride has taken down some of the strongest men in this world, y'all. Pride is a motherfucker. Clearly, dude went over there, tried to kiss her and all that good stuff. Dude, you still want your wife, boss. Don't worry about this social media shit, man. Don't worry about what people think about you, man. Latruth, if this is the woman that you want, bro, you better go get her. Because if you don't go get her, somebody else going to end up with her.
And that's all I have to say, you guys. I'm ready to get off of here.
Let me say something to her before she get off. Like everything you're saying, even with my brother and my sister and all of that stuff, they never wanted to say anything bad about you. Like you're the one that said the worst things that you could possibly say about my brother, my sister, my family. Talk about my dad, my grandmother. Call my brother gay, and then you expect for everybody to just not really say nothing. The man's not gay. You act out emotionally. Say things that you should never say.
There was a lot of things that I...
All right, the truth, bro. You're not here for a resolution, clearly, man. As y'all can see, he's not here for a resolution. It's easy to see. I'm not sure if she's here for a resolution, but at least she was open to her real feelings. The truth is like he's just living in the past. He's living in the what happened. And to move forward, sometimes you got to let that old shit go. And it don't seem like he's doing that. And that's characteristics of a narcissist.
I said, but I apologize for it. I have apologized for it. I'm not apologizing again. And when somebody is being attacked constantly and trying to tell me something didn't happen to me, I'm sorry. But your brother do not know you as a spouse. Your sister do not know you as a spouse. Their experiences of you is a sister and brother relationship. They cannot tell me what I experienced in my marriage with you because they have not been in that experience of life with you. So when they come attacking me, but that's it. That's it. I love you and I wish you nothing.
I love all types of dancing, salsa,
I'm
and
sorry
belly
for the
dancing.
ads.
I am a triathlete. I've always been into health and wellness and fitness.
I try everything.
I told you. She knows
has exited.
She's making all that abuse stuff up. That's her. It's not me.
Has left our video.
I know she's gone, but at the same time, like, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm gonna keep it 100 no matter what. I'm not an abuser at all. She verbally abuses me, all of this. It's not me abusing her. So this narcissist.
Amina, what do you think?
Came from her.
Like I said, I don't think it's going to be resolved in a matter of 2 hours.
She's gonna continue to do it.
I do know, because I specifically work with survivors of narcissistic abuse and toxic families and both.
All right, so Gears, Latruth is a dude. He was like one of the early social media guys, right? He came out and was doing little skits or whatever, like on Facebook. So he was, I guess you would call him Facebook famous or whatever. Then he got with his wife. And now, just like what we've seen here in the past in our community, they're going through a YouTube divorce. And they're both on here just dogging each other out, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of falling back, getting their shit together, and doing it the proper way. They're not going to be together. Just fall back and handle that. Because they got a kid involved. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much who they are.
Both men and women. And I do know that clarity doesn't come until healing comes. I think it's evident that you both have a lot of, trauma and hurt. It's evident that there was some love between you guys. And the fact that I think this situation is still fresh and it's still new. The wound is still open.
No, I loved it. I loved it with every piece of my heart. And I tried it. That's how we made it for 6 years. I spoke of divorce for a long time. Like I said, I tried to make it work as long as I could.
I think it sounds like you both need something that maybe I feel like maybe you need something from her that she's not able or willing to give at this moment. I don't know. I feel like there's something that she needs from you that maybe you're not able to give to her at this moment. Time heals. Well, time doesn't heal wounds.
I gave everything that I could possibly give to this marriage, to her. I've never poured this much into nobody in my entire life, other than my child. So,
do you see yourself getting married again ever after this?
I can't see it at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm definitely focused in on my career, handling what I need to handle with that. I do realize there's been a lot of, like I said, a lot of people are insecure dating people who are in the life, who do entertainment. So, when I get to that space where I'm ready to just sit down and the entertainment is over with, then I feel like things will be a lot easier, obviously.
Do you feel, because, and I just want to ask this question, then I'll shut up. I heard her say that she just wanted to be over and she just wanted to be peaceful. Do you see that happening? And if you do, what is it that you need in order to, work with her to develop that?
And peace is my middle name. I love peace. I don't ever want to argue and be going back and forth. Like all of this stuff that you're seeing with the yelling and the back and forth bashing and stuff. Like if people really go back and watch all of my content, I've done nothing but wish her nothing but the best. Like I tell people to go out, support her books, continue to support her through all the bashing, all the shots and the bashing at me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see her win. I want to see her be successful. Whatever it is that she wants to accomplish, I want that for her. Obviously, when it comes to wanting to make a marriage work, I'm the one who filed a divorce. I got to the point where it's just, I don't feel like it's no way that can work, and it's not good for the children. Like, I look past a lot of that stuff.
Okay, he said he filed for the divorce. Now, that's rare. That's really rare that a man typically files for a divorce because, when a man, especially if he's a breadwinner, he files for a divorce, then he already knows he's going to have to give it up. You know what I'm saying? So, if a man is going to file for divorce, then that means mentally he probably couldn't take some things no more. It was something going on in there. Again, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there. Only God knows what they had going on. But I do know if a man decides to file for a divorce, that's pretty serious because damn near 90, 80% of the time, women are the ones who's filing for a divorce.
It's not about me. It's not about her. When you're in a marriage and it's involving having children, it's about the kids. Like, they can't grow up in a house where it's going to be a bunch of arguing back and forth. If you're going to go through my phone every night and you're going to get mad and you conversate with other females about business, and it's going to lead to these type of arguments. That's all it ever was. It was no infidelities. It's all been social media. Kids can't grow up around it. I don't even want the kids outside of the door hearing arguments like that because they're going to do the same thing. They're going to think that it's okay to do that. And if she's in there saying things like, he's dragging me, he's doing this, they're going to think that stuff is okay. And I ain't dragging nothing. I ain't physically abusing nothing.
My prescription would be, I know you both said you had therapy before, and even a divorce is traumatic. A divorce is traumatic for the people going through it as well as the children. And my prescription would be that you both, get into counseling as soon as possible. If a lot of people don't agree with counseling, but there's also people out there who do healing work, right? It's not so much therapy work, but and definitely get the children into some type of therapy as soon as possible. I thank you. I thank you for sharing.
I'm not against therapy or counseling. Like I said, we've tried it. And every time it's exactly what you just said just now. She got off. But, because I can sit and talk to you, even if I don't agree with what you're saying. I can actually sit and talk to people and conversate. If y'all go back and watch a lot of this stuff, like even with Tasha K, you seen that interview the second, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I sit through all of that. Like, I'm going to listen to you regardless if I agree or not. I'm going to listen to it and try to come to the best understanding that I can for it. And a lot of people got me confused because I've been doing the entertainment since I was a kid. So when I get on these platforms like Facebook and Instagram and I go live, they expect a certain type of attitude from me in those moments, but they don't realize when I'm on these platforms, I'm entertaining. This was the worst thing that could ever happen. I would never want to sit and talk about personal business on a public platform daily. And it's like, nope, they won't let it go. I can't even go live without the same stuff. And she don't realize what these type of allegations does to a person's career. So when I sit and I explain it to her, like, look, these are all false allegations, and you know what you could have done to my career. Moving forward, it's people that may not want to work with me because of these lies. So it ain't that she think it's just protecting the image. It ain't got nothing to do with that. I've been a solid dude my whole life. I'm gonna continue to be solid. It ain't got nothing to do with social media. It ain't got to do with none of that. If that's not something that I do, you ain't gonna label me as that. And that's just what it is. Anybody?
All right, you guys. I'm gonna stop this here. I'm gonna put the link to this actual full video in the description. I do want to say, if there are women out there who are suffering from abuse quietly, then I would say you need to get out of that situation. Because believe it or not, there are so many women who do suffer in silence from abuse. And they know what they got. They know who's sleeping next to them, but they're just wishing for the best. You know what I'm saying? So if you suffering silently in abuse, whether it be physical or mental, please take that serious. Please take that for real. And if you need to get counseling, get counseling. As men, society set us like we don't go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can't have feelings in certain areas. So we just got to thug it out and toughen it out. So if there are any men out there going through some type of abuse, I say the same thing to you. Get you some counseling or get up out of there, man. But hey, I just wanted to touch this back with you guys because I know I brought the beginning of this saga to you guys, so I wanted to bring the closing. And hopefully this is the closing. She doesn't want to talk to him no more through social media. He said he's not going to bash her no more through social media. So this should close it all up right here. And again, this is the Neek and Charmaine Beys show. They have a show on YouTube that they do. So y'all go over there and check them out. This your boy Latruth, and I'll be bringing more content to y'all in the future. Let's ride out.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read the magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Raw G, Brucey B, Kick It Free. Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke stuff with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me. Now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play coke. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos and Queens, Indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear. Putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by male misunderstood. And it's still all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.